I'm not ready for this one, dude. I'm not ready in the slightest. First of all, because of the content that's about to be covered in this episode. But second of all, I legitimately am not ready for this episode. I am still stuck in 957. I don't think I've gotten enough of my fill yet, and I've rewatched an episode, especially the last 6 minutes, so many times. And I feel like I still need a little more. That's just how incredible last week's episode was. So now with this one on, I'm like, hold on, man. Now you're telling me I'm gonna have to deal with double that. We're now, just like with the chapters 956 and 957, I'm just gonna go back and rewatch these two all the time. So definitely looking forward to this one, man. So let's get right into it. The latest installment in the anime greatness of that Wano awesome sauce, man. So let's get right into it. Episode 958. In 3, 2, 1, let's jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get it. Let me turn up the volume. Dude. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Right now, for this franchise, it's been like this for a while now. But the way this year started off, with both the anime and the manga going in as hard as it is, it's insane. It's insane, man. And then on Treasure Cruise, finally pulling Roger, bro. You know how hard I was trying. Speaking of that, oh my goodness, the treasure map is out, bro. I completely forgot, man. Because look, this weekend is almost always one of the busiest for me from a work standpoint. So that's why I already knew. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to react to this until Tuesday. But yo, I completely forgot about the treasure map, dude. I could have been grinding that last night on auto. I could have put on the stamina thing. I completely forgot while I'm watching this episode. No, I can't even sign in. I just realized I'm watching the anime because, you know, man, my internet gets to the point to where I can't watch this or stream an anime episode and log into Treasure Cruise because Treasure Cruise takes in so much bandwidth apparently just to log in. It's ridiculous. You know what? Let me try logging in with the LTE. Yo, I gotta take advantage of this treasure map. I'm still trying to get Odin, bro. You know? Hold on, man. I'm just gonna sign in with the data, not even with Wi-Fi. Come on, coach. I gotta see this. Dog. I can't wait for this time next year in the anime, man. That's all I'll say. Oh, it's loading quick. 16%. Okay, come on. Load quick so I can load up the treasure map and get back to the episode. Gop. Shirahoshi and just the entirety of Fishman Island looked absolutely incredible. Treasure map. Hurry up. Man, Dragon's still shook about Sanji, bro. I can't go on an expedition? Oh, I have to select the league. What the flagnars is this? Look at Kobe. The glow up. Drake. East Blue League. Expedition. Go. 10 hours. I don't care, man. I'm not going to be able to play all day. Buggy! Look at Alvida. Mr. 3. The goats. Okay, I'm good. Treasure map. We good. I got the automatic rewards now. In a way, only Buggy can. Look at that, dude. Oh. Chairman Buggy, the CEO, baby. The genius jester. Dude, I'm telling you, Weevil is out here battling dudes with riot shields. I mean, Weevil now understands the struggle that we Warzone players have to go through on a regular basis, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, with Weevil's probably strong enough that he has a DMR. Look at me, Hawk. I feel a tremor of excitement. I can't get tired of this sequence. Since I was the one being chased. The Hancock one is filthy. It's filthy. I gotta turn the volume for Hancock, bro. I love these additional scenes. Oh, these scenes were not in the manga, guys. I think they're not fresh forgetting something. We became the 7 warlords of the sea because we were strong. It just sits down on the throne like, here comes Dofi. Representing the whole fandom. Like, yeah, it's getting interesting. Evil laugh. Mm-hmm. A legendary battle, Carbon Roger. Bro, somebody told me that was the title, but yo! New Marine Ford. Oh yeah, I see it right there. I was so caught in the thing, I didn't even see the title on top. Look at Akainu, bro. Sakazuki with rocking the chin badger. I love his post-time skip design so much. Dude just looks fresh. Shout out to Julie Bonnie though. We all know she was the one that brought him down, but get Crocodile. The SSG, dude. Bounce of the power. That's right. The return of rocks. If you smell rocks. It's true. It happened. You need to stop all these bubbles, man. Like every time I see these bubbles, it reminds me of, and when they pop like that, it reminds me of episode 405 when the Strats got separated and. Oh man, y'all know, man. Goodness, look at my boy Conk teaching a whole class. Look at Sengoku with the goat. He has a Luffy copy next to him. Full of lead. where Blackbeard currently resides. Captain Rocks, look at him in the flesh. Shidohige. Okay, Big Mom. And God, bro, I'm telling you, they were the Golden State Warriors, bro. I mean, real talk, man. Like, dude, they were stacked. They were like the mid-2000s Yankees or something, man. I mean, dude, just straight up stacked. That's insane. Shiki the Golden Lion. Silver Axe, Captain John, Wang Zi. Had the ambition to become the king of the world. I'm telling y'all, son, just like when I first read that statement, when I first saw that in the subtitle, the very first thing that popped in my mind was Im-sama, Instant Messenger Sama, bro, our actual king of the world. Like, son, there's gotta be some sort of connection there, man. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that there is some sort of connection there, dude. Felt that way since the chapter dropped, still feel that way today. God Valley? I gotta turn up the volume. We get to see with our own eyes. It was reported on the news that the world. Look at God Valley. Strong suburbs were highlighted on it. Dog, yo, we get to see God Valley. Thank you, Toei. Look at Garp, bro, a young Garp. Look at his tie. I love this song. Justice. Dun, 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 dun. Look at Garp the Fist. Gop. Countless. He refuses to talk about it, man. And I want to know why, bro. Like, it's understandable. Look at him. Jordan. To save the Celestial Dragons. And we know how much beef he has with them. Garp straight up disrespects the Celestial Dragons. And it's so much fun to see the way that he does it. His moral compass. I love that. It's like, yo, it may be my duty, but my moral compass says otherwise. Garp is on his Lloyd Banning stuff. Or I say Lloyd Banning is on his Garp stuff. And there they are. Who have meant to be the work together and defeated the Rocks pirates. God Valley incident. The two legends that constantly fought each other worked together to fend off the Rocks pirates while defending celestial dragons, bro. Like, I need to see this with my own two eyes. Like, you know, like, and I'm sure everybody out there feels the same way, man. Like, we need this flashback in our lives. Is nowhere to be found on any map now. And it's like, what happened there? The fact that it disappeared without a trace. Was it Buster called? Was it called up into the skies? Was it buried down below? Like, where is God Valley now? One too many taboos, so information regarding him is no longer available. One too many taboos. Seriously. Seriously, bro. He literally raised the future Yonko. Look at him. Rocks. Diesebek. Dun 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 dun. Oh. That ghost just eating it up. Seriously. Here we go. I can't wait to see those bounties. Man's brought out the whole presentation piece. Like, he'll put it on, my boy, Mr. Zeha himself. Look at him. Look at my boy. The Commodore of the Blackbeard Pirates, Marshall D. Two Billies. Let's go. Look at him. The youngest of the four. Beckman, Rue, Yasop. The best balance of any group. Any group. The chief of the red-haired pirates. Akagami no Shugs. 4,048,900,000 berries. My boy Shanks, bro. The fact that he only did that in 6 years too, man. Like we're comparing him. I mean, Blackbeard is just as impressive in the fact that he got to 2 bills in a very short amount of time. But Big Mom and Kaido were out here for, what was it, 38 years? Since they were with Rocks? Let alone what were they doing before that, you know? $4,388,000,000. And I'm apprentice. Can you imagine? The world's strongest creature. Land, sea, and air. Brock Lesnar has the Rock's tattoo. Hyakuju no Kaido. Being an apprentice? $611,100,000 berries. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. You look at Hancock, Weevil, Buggy, Mihawk, Kumage. Ah! The SSG. $5,046,000,000 berries, dude. Kaizoku o Gold Roja. 5,564,000,000, dude. Man's at a whole 500,000 on everyone else. They're legends. So yeah, when you put it that way, it really is scary. Why is this man Akainu walking like he's Doflamingo with his? You see that? No resources. They can't afford it. They no longer have the warlords. They got the SSG doing whatever it is that they're about to do, which is to go capture the warlords. Overtaken. CP9. That's right. By 3 legends. See, you saw kind of like, what? Yeah. Kozuki Oden. That's right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. You young Shanks. Prime beard. Dude. The Oral Jackson. Look at him. Look out. That's how you end an episode. That's how you end an episode, man, with the Oral flipping Jackson, son. Yo, if I would have had more time and I was so stuck to the screen, I definitely would have brought the Jordan jersey, bro. 110%. Man, you know, awesome stuff, dude. Like, of course, after last week, I was thinking about, I was like, man, there's no way they're going to be able to release something of that quality two weeks in a row, unless they were to put on, you know, another director and like just a massive line of like another stacked staff like the last episode had. But this week's episode, I believe, from what I was told, was outsourced from another studio, and for it being outsourced, it was very, very well put together. Like, I really enjoyed the little insights into God Valley, actually seeing, you know, Garp going up and like somewhere in God Valley, seeing the Yonko posters finally in the anime. That's now I can finally put Shanks' bounty poster on my videos and not feel bad about it, because, you know, that's the only reason why I've been putting that thing everywhere, dude, because I didn't want to spoil an anime only, man, because I'll tell you what, when I first saw that, because, you know, seeing any other bounty poster, for me at least, is like Sweet Mother of Flagners is crazy. Like, yo, Blackbeard's nuts. Like, Big Mom and Kaido's nuts. But when it comes to those three legendary figures that I've known since the beginning of time, in Shanks, Whitebeard, and Roger, like, dude, listen to me, bro. Finding out Shanks' bounty is the equivalent of, like, I don't even know what to equal that to, bro. Like, just seeing that with my own two eyes is nuts. And the way they hyped up, like, Beckman and Lucky Roo and Yasop in that way was just so dope. And, like, once again, shout out to Blackbeard, because Blackbeard just started out in this journey as well. And he's already considered so much of a threat that his is already getting to the halfway point of reaching everyone else. And he's only been doing this for a little minute. You know, coming off of Whitebeard's crew and starting his real tandem back at Marineford, where he really put everything on the line and showcased exactly what's the entire world. So he gained 2 billion, and around the same time that that Luffy gained his 1.5 billion. And it's like, yo, it's extremely impressive on Blackbeard's part, and it's really cool to see, like, his journey continue upward, and, like, Luffy's, like, right there, right next to him. And I always appreciate that parallel between the two when it comes to, you know, the way they began their journeys together and whatnot. Especially going all the way back to Jaya and seeing, like, the boat and whatever. But anyways, you know how it is. But it was really dope, you know, just being able to see Blackbeard's and then Shanks' bounty, you know, with back-to-back like that. But just Shanks' bounty's like, yo, Shanks is that dude, and actually have his bounty, and the fact that he only lived in 6 years. But then to get Whitebeard and Roger's bounty too, man. Because knowing that Big Mom and Kaido have a 4.3 and 4.6, and then, you know, put that together, of course, that's going to be a massive number that's going to surpass anything else, unless Dragon's bounty's like in the 10 billions or whatever. But with those two now, and then of course then being together with Rocks, like, you know, the combined, like, all-time bounty of the Rocks pirates has to be insane. It has to be insane. Of course, not at the time whenever they were all together, but just you take them all in their prime and put them into that crew, dude. That's nuts, you know. Like, yo, that means that Captain Rocks was that dude. And, you know, you've often heard me here on the channel talk about the possibilities of him either being Instant Messenger Sama in Emu, or being something heavily affiliated and or, you know, related to Im Sama and the Void Sentry. So I'm going to continue to hold on to that until I'm proven otherwise, because it's just, Oda's very key when it comes to his wording on certain things, and to know that it was repeated multiple times that Rocks wanted to be king of the world, you know, not just Pirate King, not just, well, of course Pirate King didn't really exist until Roger brought it into the play, but, you know, to become king of the world. And now that we know who the actual king of the world is, it's like, yo, there has to be some sort of connection, man. Even if they're not directly the same individual, like, there has to be something going on with those two. But with Roger and Whitebeard's bounties, what makes that super special for anybody who reads or watches this series is that Whitebeard, whenever he came up into Marineford, we know that they feared him so much that they put Ace to be executed in the biggest defensive line that they could possibly muster in Marineford, because of how much they feared this man when he was already old and sick. And we saw the damage that Whitebeard and his crew did. And to see that his bounty was 5 billion, you know, higher than the current Yonko, and just putting that respect on Whitebeard's name was super dope, man. Shout out to my boy Edward Newgate. And then to see that above him, the king of the pirates, the Kaizoku Oni, you know, like, to see him, or the Kaizoku O, to see him, you know, all the way at the very top, at least for now, because it was stated that it's only the bounties of pirates, you know, these legendary pirates. Once again, the very popular consensus in the community that the reason why I was worded that it was pirates and not individuals, because Dragon would probably have end up having the highest bounty just based on the threat level that he has against the world government and against the celestial dragons and whatnot. So when it comes to more specifically against the celestial dragons, but that in of itself means the world government has to watch out for the dude because they have to protect us. That's the freaking celestial dragons. But regardless, that's why a lot of us believe that Dragon's bounty is probably the highest. But regardless, even if it's not, to have Roger have that 5.5, and to see that is the base, like that is the max right now, is 5,564,000, like, or 5,564,000,000, like, that's insane. And to see how they all stack up next to each other, it's just super dope. It's super dope because it shows the history of One Piece. It adds a little bit more to the legend of all of these characters, even the ones that are still currently doing their thing, like the current emperors. But just having all that together in one episode, in one chapter, like that's why 957 is regarded as such a phenomenal chapter that everybody losing their minds, because to get all of that information, all of that lore, and then to drop the bounties on top of that. Because a bounty reveal is huge. Anytime we get a bounty reveal that is extremely high, it's massive. But to get like 6 of them, what was it, 5? To get 5 of them in a single chapter of legendary figures within the One Piece world. It's like, that in of itself tells me that by the end of this arc, whenever we get to see whatever it is, the Warlord bounties now, or whenever we get to see the new like Luffy and Kid and Law bounties, whatever it is, it's gonna be nuts. Like, it is going to be crazy. I feel like Oda wanted to put that at the end of Act 2, so by the time the arc ends and we get to see the new bounties, we now have a measuring stick of like where Luffy is in terms of where he needs to be, which of course is to get to Gold D. So it's just a phenomenal experience that chapter is, man, and they did a pretty good job of doing it right here. The only thing is that I find extremely interesting, and I've met a few people that feel this way about the manga as well, but there are quite a few people who prefer the 956, like the Shichibukai, the abolishment of Shichibukai, the Sabo stuff, in that chapter, over the bounties and Ultimate and whatnot. And so now I feel like with anime onlys, I'm interested in seeing who or which chapter they prefer, because 957 was out of this world in terms of quality and having one of the most hype sections in the entire series, and then with this chapter right here being animated and as well as it was, like, I'm curious on what people are gonna remember and how, I mean, of course, both of them are going to end up being memorable, but I'm wondering, like, what the consensus is, because for a long time, at least for manga readers that I've, like, see on a regular basis, 957 is very, very special to a lot of people, man. And so is 956, but I feel like 957, as a consensus, as I can speak on as a content creator, like, when that chapter came out, that was absolutely insane. Like, that chapter broke everything, you know what I mean? So it's the combination of so many things that we love as One Piece fans, like the lore and the hype, So it was a crazy chapter. But then 956 is just as special because we're still talking about it today. Like, we are still talking about chapter 956 today, and what the consequences of the abolishment of the Shichibukai is, as well as what actually happened with Sabo and what was taking place with the with like Sword and so many different things, and what happened in the Kingdom of Alabasta, and Garp telling Shirahoshi, don't fear the humans after you figure out, after you learn this news, and what does Wapol have to share. And so there's so many different things that both chapters have to offer, and I'm glad that the anime provided greatness for both of these episodes, so that overall, for both as manga readers and as anime onlys, it can now be an experience that we can all cherish as being 2 legendary back-to-back moments in the big story of One Piece. Is this incredible little stretch that we got here? So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're about to handle some of the stuff that's about to happen, because I'll tell y'all what, man, I didn't think that anything that was going to come out for a while was going to surpass those 2 chapters for me when it came to, like, insanity in the lore and stuff like that of the overall One Piece universe. But boy, oh boy, I am excited to see where and how they handle the upcoming stuff that's about to happen in the anime. Look forward to that, man. If you're an anime only, because you are about to experience some awesome sauce, man. I can promise you that. And with the way that Wano has been so far, we can expect them to continue this high level, this high quality stuff that they've been giving us for the past, ever since Wano started. So I'm super, super, super stoked, bro. I cannot wait for them to animate what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to, bro. That's gonna be nuts. Like those episodes are gonna be truly something special, bro. And one of them in particular, maybe even two of them. I stopped reacting to episodes the moment that they came out because I would have to wake up really early the next morning. But I think I might have to say screw it for those two, man. Yo, it's gonna be nuts, dude. I can't wait. But I'll see y'all next time. Already is an awesome sauce of a day. Episode 958 greatness. Let me know what y'all thought about the adaptation. I like I said before, a really solid stuff. If in comparison to last week, and of course, last week was like a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience, so this one had a lot to live up to, but it still did a solid job, man. So I look forward to seeing your thoughts on the adaptation of this episode, as well as what do you think about the overall content that was covered in the episode and whatnot. You know, it's always nice to think back and talk about these wonderful in-between act chapters because they are so crazy and provide so much information. But I'll see y'all next time, man. One Piece greatness. Let's get it, dude.